Not a small guy. I'm not calling you fat, Josh. You're not a small guy.
He used to be thinner.
Okay.
Thanks, bitch.
Stress makes you gain weight. I've gained like 10 pounds in 2 weeks.
Well, I got a story for you.
I like to eat cheeseburgers. It makes me gain weight.
No, what? Chicken sandwiches all day, every day.
I was in the Army, and in the Army they require you to go through the gas chamber in basic training for the CS gas. To trust your mask first off, because you go in with the mask on. And when you go in with the mask on, you're breathing just fine. It's a struggle to breathe through that mask because it's real dense, but you really learn to trust it when they make you take it off. But they always tell you they're going to make you stand there until they know that you've inhaled that gas. You're not going to be able to fake it. They're going to ask you questions, blah, 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 unless they see you take it in. So I figured, fuck it. I'm just going to take the mask off and take a deep fucking breath. And that's exactly what I did. I took that mask off and went... It tightened my chest up like nothing I've ever seen in my life. I thought my whole life was over at that moment in time. My eyes were watering. I couldn't breathe. I'm snot dripping from my nose. And this guy's standing there, what's your name, rank, and serial number? And I'm going... And he's going, you're faking it, soldier. Tell me your name. He wouldn't believe me, so I'm standing there choking my ass off. I'm about to pass out, and he finally lets me go. And anytime you get that pepper shit in your eyes, the first instinct is to rub, and that's the worst thing you can do. They tell you to go out flapping your arms like a fucking bird, so you do. You got the mask in one hand, and they love taking pictures of you as you come out because you got shit dripping from every orifice. I mean, your ears are dripping at this point. And I just remember it as the most embarrassing moment of my life. And there's a picture of it in the yearbook.
A friend of mine has a video of his little unit single file walking through the gas chamber.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who went there.
Coming out the other side, and you see people puking and
I didn't
falling
puke, I will
down.
say that. I did not puke. But I might as well have been puking. There was so much shit coming out of my nose.
Yeah.
You got an article? Or,
Yeah, what you got over there?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm going to give you funny. Topic of conversation. I'm going to give you funny. This is an article from Tuesday, November 9th, 2010, Chicago Sun-Times. I'd like to thank the great Windy City for giving me this. Mom arrested while celebrating DCFS case. A Riverside woman allegedly drinking vodka while she carried her 3-month-old infant to celebrate the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services dropping an investigation against her was arrested for misdemeanor endangering the health and life of a child. Janice L. Riley, 27, who was intoxicated and holding her boy, quote, as if she had a football under her armpit, end quote,
Awesome.
was also cited for disorderly conduct for a tirade outside the 5400 block of South Harlem Avenue Saturday, police said. The boy was taken to the hospital for a laceration on his nose. Riley allegedly told officers, I was drinking vodka earlier celebrating with my husband because DCFS dropped their investigation. Later, when she was placed in custody, Riley then told cops, I'm going to pussy kiss all over your car, and urinated on herself. DCF officials confirmed Riley's son was the subject of the previous investigation.
Does it say pussy kiss in the paper?
It says P blank blank S-Y.
That could be anything.
I'm going to palsy kiss all over your car.
Don't
Maybe
you
it
be
was
putting
pissy
words
kiss.
in her mouth.
I'm
Could have been
saying,
pissy kiss.
I'm
She
saying,
did piss.
that's true. Well, DCF officials
The
confirmed
pussy
Riley's
sounds so
son,
much better.
it does, was the subject of the previous investigation. The agency is investigating the latest incident and has taken custody of the boy, thank God. But really?
You can't make that shit up.
I can't. I'm not smart enough to make that up. Like, if I just got a piece of newspaper and went, oh, this is my article, and I just started freestyling comedy, no. I could sit around 24 hours straight trying to think this story up, and I wouldn't. I do, however, want to thank whoever this woman is for apparently, when she gets drunk, thinking she's Barry Sanders, and she has to hold her baby as if the fucking gangrene defense of the Philadelphia Eagles is coming after her, when the police should have fucking tased her. But
You get pepper sprayed. She don't get shit.
She ain't get shit.
Ain't that a bitch?
She's drunk with a baby. With a baby. With a baby. I don't know if I can stress that point enough. I have an 11-year-old cousin. When he rides with me somewhere, if we go to eat, I refuse to drink. Because I have an 11-year-old he's in my care, which is scary, but still.
She's fucking ready to run a 40-yard dash.
She has a 3-month-old baby. And she's drinking vodka. I won't drink fucking regular beer in front of my 11-year-old cousin because I'm afraid that if something happens, oh, he's a fucking stinking drunk, you know. And I actually like
policy.
Well, I like my cousin. He's pretty cool, actually. You know, he's not fucking retarded.
Always a plus.
I have
I'd say
a
if he wasn't retarded, I'd love him.
I have a retarded cousin. I love the guy to death.
Oh,
But he uses it to
Oh, I
his
feel
advantage.
bad.
Actually, he actually does. He'll do stupid stuff, and when they get mad at him, he'll go, "But I am mentally handicapped. How am I to know the difference?"
You reminded me so much of Cartman just now.
Yeah.
But that kid's smarter than fuck.
I mean, he really will. He's funny as hell. I have another cousin who has a mental handicap down in Florida, and he's a completely functioning adult. It amazes me. Because every time I hear the word retard, I think of, like, the guys out of the fucking Ringer. You know, can I have an apple? You know, shit like that.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
When the fuck did we get ice cream? But he's a trainer at a fucking Gold's Gym. You know, and he has Down syndrome. And my cousin Jason, he's fucking awesome, man. But then I have another cousin, like I say, who just exploits it.
Have you
retarded. How
have
did
you-
I do that?
Have you heard Tosh do the retards have the strength of 10 men joke?
Yeah. Me and you had that conversation
Oh, I
about
did?
it to midgets.
Retards have the strength of 10 men, which is equivalent to one chimpanzee. Which means if you ever see a retarded chimp, you better run.
Better fucking run.
That thing is borderline superhero.
No, I'll tell you something right now. Right when me and this guy became friends, he posts on Facebook one day while I'm at work, and I'm talking just from the way he posted, I can imagine that he was all up in a tizzy that he had seen a midget near his house.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the one at Hardee's.
Yeah.
Well,
there
I
was
need
a-
to move that camera fast in between people.
Yeah, instead of just focusing it on me. Welcome to the Andy Hour, because all of Lauren's friends think this is my show and everybody else is just background music. And by the way, fuck you, I'm not fat. I'm just fucking pleasantly plump.
The sound clips just keep on coming.
I know.
You gotta understand, where I live, seeing a midget and is a big deal. And if you see a midget and a black person in the same day, you better just
Yeah, there's a circus in town.
Yeah,
There's a
you
black
just
person
did.
and a midget.
Josh keeps forgetting he's the cameraman. He's just the audience over there.
I get addicted into the
Give
conversation.
me the camera.
Fuck you!
Give me the fucking camera.
No!
Yes.
No!
Give me the camera.
I'm gonna stick my queer brother on you. You better stay the fuck over there and sit the
Fine,
fuck
fine.
down.
You know what? I am completely willing to just fucking go batshit crazy with a mop handle and beat up everybody in the gay bar. Actually, I don't care. I hate
A
everybody.
mop handle?
Mop handle.
I figure.
Because that's what all the cool kids are using to beat people
I
up.
figure it's way less of an offensive weapon than a ball bat, and I could fool them into thinking there's a mop handle in the gay bar. Because just think of how much fluid gets spilled in the gay bar.
Oh, that's just wrong. That's
I mean, there's
probably
a
true,
co-ed-
but just wrong.
There's a what?
There's a
So,
co-ed bathroom.
to get us
There's
back
a,
on
wait,
track.
wait, there's a co-ed bathroom?
Yeah,
Yes, at the
walk in,
Broadway,
a
there's a
sink,
co-ed
there's a urinal,
bathroom.
There's a stall.
That's a men's room.
No, it's got the girl and boy symbols on the
No,
door.
that's a men's room, but they're cool with girls going
I've
in.
been to the gay bar, and half of them go out of their way anyway, so it's not, I mean, in the gay bar, there's no men's bathroom, there's no women's bathroom, there's just a fucking bathroom,
Yeah, it's
okay?
just a
I
bathroom.
was told, when I was living up in Morgantown, there used to be a
And the
gay
floor
bar.
is sticky.
There used to be a gay bar up there, and I can't remember the name of it. But, like, I don't know if it's still open or anything.
Where at?
Up in Morgantown. And, a friend of mine named Janice.
He's trying to remember the name. Like, he's
Yeah.
been to all of them.
A friend of mine named Janice, she was from Illinois, and she comes in the fucking house we're staying at one Sunday morning, and she's looking kind of pissed off. And finally, the girl I'm dating at the time says, "Janice, what's wrong, baby?" And she says, "I just want to make it known." She goes, "There are signs on the bathroom for men and women, but that's a lie. It's a fucking free-for-all in there." And I couldn't understand the anger behind that on a girl's perspective. I mean, I would understand.
Sounds like
that-
a party to me.
I would say I would understand if I walked in the men's room, there were a bunch of girls in there. I'd be like, well, I Okay, let's do it. You know.
Speaking of, this is completely, we're kind of on subject.
No, it's not.
But we were in that Crystal. We were in Kentucky, like, what was it, 3 weeks ago, something like that. Whenever we went to Kentucky.
3, maybe 4.
We
had 3 weeks.
This is just a funny bathroom story I found. Walk in. We're in a gas station, Crystals, and we walk in, and I had to take a piss, so I go into the bathroom. When I open the door, there is an old man, probably 50, standing at the urinal, doing his thing. I hear the flow. I go up, one urinal over, because that's a man law.
It's courtesy.
Exactly. I do my thing, and I had to go. I do my thing. I can leave. He's still doing his thing. I hear the flow. I wash my hands. Still doing his thing. Is that an old person thing, or is that just a...
Wait till you hit your 30s.
Okay. I mean, we're talking, this guy was pissing every bit of 2 minutes.
I would say I'm 2 years out from 30, and I still piss fine. But I keep getting told that, like, once I hit, like,
Do you
33...
remember me coming out and you said you had to go? I said, if the old man's still in there, he's dead.
Yeah, he's just leaning against the wall, like,
You might want to alert the authorities.
I know
Yeah.
what we could do. We'll just put a clip on Josh's head, so whichever way he's looking, the camera's going to be. Because he keeps looking at the conversation, and the camera's still pointing at Andy.
Here's an idea.
I'm ADHD.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get him a headband with, like, a piece of pipe.
We'll rig something.
With a piece of pipe that goes to his hand. We'll tape it to his wrist. We'll tape his hand to the handle on the camera. Every time he turns, the camera turns too. I think it works.
Like a giant metal brace.
Yep. It's like you're wearing a halo for camera guys. By the way, it's hotter than fucking hell.
It is. You
God.
can kill one of those heaters, the one behind you.
Oh, Lord.
That's
It
probably why
was
you're
colder
fucking burning
in
up.
here
It's
earlier.
pointing right at you.
I'm dying over here.
It was colder in here earlier. I figured I'd warm it up for Lo, because
That's ridiculous.
she's a wuss.
She's got a natural heater. It's that thing between her legs.
It is really warm.
It is. You have no idea.
I have that.
I'm sure they
Did you get lost in the wilderness and have to cut it open and sleep inside of it to survive, Josh?
I
You
did.
have to cut it.
I thought it smelled bad on the outside. Ha ha! Star Wars line.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't like Star Wars, do you?
You're the only one.
So I'm the only one
I don't do
that's,
Star
that's, that's ever seen the Family Guy Star Wars.
Which
I
one?
never watched that one.
That
I don't like it when Family Guy tries to do like...
be an actual show.
Yeah, it's kind of like when pornos try to have a storyline.
I love
Fuck that.
storyline porn.
Really?
I love storyline porn so much.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because the acting is so horrible.
I was watching
Yeah.
one today where...
Storyline porn cracks me up.
You were watching a porn today. ...
That's really all I got.
Was it
We
any
can imagine
good?
the rest.
Was it any good?
I mean, I only need like 2 minutes. I don't even know if it's good
Good enough.
Here,
or not. I don't get enough time to decide if it's good
here's
or not.
here's the question I will ask, and I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it to you or not. Are you aware of the Pirates porno DVD?
Like the Pirates of the
I'm
Caribbean?
aware of
Yeah.
it, but never
With
have
Jesse
seen it.
Jane in it?
Yeah.
Hell yes, I'm aware of it.
Okay. Are you aware of all the? Because I know you're younger than me, you know, and are you aware?
Considerably.
Yeah, you know, because I'm an old man. Are you aware of the promotion that went on when that DVD was coming out?
All I know is of the bar in Morgantown has a porn store right next to it, and there is a poster still to this day in the window.
Right, it's old and crinkled and faded.
Yeah.
It's
Sticky.
Have I talked about the Pirates porno?
I am so going to edit. She has a vagina, and it's old and crinkled and faded together for the promo clip this week.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. But have I?